everyone, welcome to my channel with Esther here from Esther-Astro-Healing. Today I want us to discuss what's happened this week, as well this weekend. This whole week, it's extremely important week. It's a week before solar eclipse, and we're starting eclipse season. We're going to start with solar eclipse, and then we'll move into lunar eclipse. And while we're doing so, this week it's extremely important because we're completing the marathon of the spiritual, I call spiritual marathon of the Kabbalistic holidays. And this week we're completing holiday of Sukkot. And after Sukkot, right away we're transferring to Shmini Atzeret, and we're going to do Simchat Torah, the the huge holiday of the Torah. And what is really Torah? It has nothing to do with religious approach. It's life organism, as I always mention. It's not just wisdom for us to have nice conversation. Everything inside of the Torah, all the rule of creation, how our soul operates, what is the level of souls, why we came here, everything there. So just for us to understand Torah, it's really coded book. It's not a book you can translate literally. Actually, some righteous people says the people who, I think it's actually, forgive me if I'm mistaken, if it's from Talmud, but I remember from quite a few righteous saying the same thing. Then the person who tried to interpret the Torah directly, he wish he would never born. Why? Because, as you know, a lot of war was starting with the righteous war by studying the Bible, what Bible says. But Bible again is the coded book. This is why we have a Zohar, the book of splendor, the Kabbalistic book, which is Zohar explain in more depth and explain and interpreter what really Torah means. Now, come back to the sky. You can see I open sky because I'm making video today on October 14 on Friday. And we can see, if you follow me on my Facebook, I posted last night, a very important combination. You can see moon have a marriage conjunction with Mars. And it's super powerful. It's not happen that often. Then we have Mars with moon conjunct actually in Taurus. And you can see in the Canadian sky, it's in the 12th house, in the house of spirituality, but hitting behind the scene what's happened. But it's really, really powerful because it's, moon in 20 degree and Mars in 29 degree. And we're talking about Capella, and we're talking about the regal combination, and we're talking about like such a super combination of energy of wealth, one of the most wealthiest combination in the whole zodiac system. And we have those two giants who represent completely opposite force of energy, and we completely like a plus and minus. And if we know how to use it, and so much light, we can activate such a filament between the central column energy. And if you are doing proper donation today, by the way, it's a great day to donate as well, not just to make financial decision, not just for yourself, really to donate, to create another bank account in the upper level where your life can be saved, because it says then donation can save us from death, because it's such a powerful tool was given to us to go out of comfort zone. And not just to donate 10% from your salary, which is the law of creation, the 10% not belongs to us, but time to time to give it even more, to go a little bit out of comfort, because money is the raw energy. And for some people, it's represent almost like a source of happiness. But when you're in a spiritual realm, you understand that money, it's only tool where you was given opportunity to share and to be like a creator. Very, very important. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to explain to you what's really happened until next Sunday in the sky. And then, as always, I will move dates just for us to see what's happened with the moon. As always, because my channel is the practical astrology, I recommend for you to stop this video, open your chart if you're able, if you are in front of computer, if you're not driving, open your personal chart, because it's going to be extremely important week for you to see if there's any degrees, any combination actually falling in your own personal natal chart, because it's going to affect you on more precise level. Okay, so we're going to start with the actually what's really important. I would like to start with the Mars, because Mars transit to from October 15, which is tomorrow, until November 13, it's going to Gemini. And remember, Mars start to be in before the Gemini, it's in the Taurus, right? And it's been in Taurus for some time now, and it's going to be in the Taurus until next March, which is almost 7 months. So we have right now kind of the small window when Mars going to Gemini, and he will provide us a lot of extra tools and information, how to be more organized, how to collect our thoughts, how to, it is opportunity. If people who don't practice spirituality, it can be even more difficult, emotional and even psychological, because don't forget, Gemini represent our mind, our nervous system, our psychological state of mind, how we collect our thoughts. But if you're really doing your spiritual work, especially right now with the spiritual marathon of holidays we're going through, you just will use this as another step opportunity to take yourself to the next level. Okay, so it's really, really important. So remember, from October 15, start from Shabbat, from tomorrow, which is amazing. Every time when we have very important changes in sky during the Shabbat, Saturday, we have extra support. We need to understand that. And just remember, tomorrow, during Shabbat, when you study, when you connect to your soul, you activate in your spiritual agent even more during the Shabbat. Remember, Mars, Ma'adim in Hebrew, which is represent, always, our force, our driven force. Mars, it's a lot of positive things about Mars. Mars was given to us to, you can be just the fighter and just, arrogant and to create just chaos around you with your nervous system, with your lack of restrictions. Or Mars can help you to be spiritual warrior, to be really active in the world, to be really using this energy in a proper way. So it's really up to us how we're going to use this energy. So just kind of keep in mind. Okay, now let's go through just what's happening in the sky. Remember, we need to understand the sun. It's in Libra, October 16th to October 31st. Very important. So Sun is going to Libra, and then don't forget, Sun will be affected by next week, October 25th. We have solar eclipse. I'm going to make a completely separate video. I'm going to recommend a special meditation, because on October 23rd, remember, from 22nd to 24th, we have a Saturn stationary, which is, we've been waiting for this moment for the last couple of years, since 2020. He's given us learning to do. So I have a video created more than months and a half ago for 12 signs. I'm going to attach this video under this one. Please listen to my Saturn video. It's extremely important. So Sun, while it's going to be in Libra from October 16 to 31st, he is going to be going through a little bit challenging period of time on October 25th during the solar eclipse. And I will make a separate video on that, okay? So just keep this in mind. Now, the new moon in Libra will be on October 25th during the solar eclipse as well. And don't forget, it's not just any solar eclipse. We do have their Ketu, right? Because North Node we have in Aries, which is in opposition. So we're going to have not just solar eclipse, we're going to have opposition of Rahu, right? North Node. Again, I will discuss this in more with you guys. So what else is happening in the sky? We have, like I said, oh, by the way, in Mercury, right? Mercury moves to Libra after on October 26th, right away after solar eclipse. So, and Mercury will have his own, space for now, because when Sun and Venus, so because Sun moving, and the next day on 18, Venus moving back again under the Sun, and she's been combusted under the Sun, you know, like overburned by Sun. This is why we feel a little bit in relationship. We need to make it extra effort, especially what's happened with the Mars as well. But again, for us as a spiritual giants, we only see this as an opportunity because we live in a world, what we used to, it's not coming back. And thank God. And where we're going to in more and more revealed world. Because 2023, I'm going to create the whole video about 23, just in to give you in a short preview right now. 2023, it's going to be the year then really spirituality is going to be the main essence. So as more you connect to bigger picture and more you less you occupied with immediate what's happened and with your own needs, is more you're going to benefit from the new world, really new world. It's not even new world, it was always there. It's just for many of us it start to be revealed. And you remember, it's always two ways for us to go through the process. We can't you know, adapt to changes through the pain and suffering and chaos, or we can do to preventing, right, like a preventive medicine. And we now make decisions how we're going to approach this world. Why the prayers so important? By the way, prayers, it's another tool which is we can longer ignore. And it's not just enough to listen to lecture and just to, you know, just to have nice conversation about spirituality. This is the time to create your own personal connection with the creation, your own personal connection with the creator through your heart. And through each prayer, through each meditation, to get closer and closer and to listen to yourself. You don't need psychics, you don't need any prophets, except it's good to have a teacher, it's good to have a tzaddik to connect to learn his books, to understand his wisdom. Because remember, what is the tzaddik? A righteous person is the one who already achieved to get closer to the creator, to be like a real son, like a real daughter to creator. And creator have no choice. Creator listen to tzaddikim. There's I think last week portion in Torah, one of the stories, the creator actually asked righteous, I think it's one of the uh, haftarot, then creator asked righteous prophet, please bless me. Can you imagine creator come to you and ask you for blessings? Just think about for the moment. And this is what possible. So therefore, without have a teacher or without have a righteous soul to link to study their work, to understand how they achieve what they achieve, it's much harder. But the first step is to have your own prayers, try to reach higher and try to be more truthful with yourself and to really face some challenges without any blame or without waiting for other person to change. Just only start from yourself. Extremely, extremely important. Okay. What else we have? Let's see. Jupiter, Zedic. You remember, he's from April until April 23rd. He's still in Pisces, which is always helpful for us. You know, he's always send us a lot of, because the Jupiterian energy for the Mashiach, for the upcoming new world, it's going to be extremely important. So we need to connect to Jupiter, understand Jupiter in your chart. And Jupiter represents a male figure for a woman in her chart. So it's another, especially for very, very important. And for the male, Jupiter represents the level of spiritual growth you can achieve and how to use your Jupiter. Extremely important. And as I mentioned, I'm talking right now about Venus. Venus moves from Virgo to Libra on October 18, the day after Sun, and she's going to stay there. And it's actually at the same time, you know, she's coming from Virgo to Libra. She's coming to her own sign. So it's really good. It's going to be improved for the relationship, but she's still going to be very close to Sun. She's going to be combusted with the Sun a little bit. So, and she's going to be close to the energy of the Ketu, right? South Node, the past life achievement, and the tikkun we have, the cause and effect. What else? Saturn, extremely important, guys. Really, we have last week left to do the homework. Especially the homework was given to us, the lessons from 2020 to 2021. And remember, as I mentioned, my my video on Saturn in his own sign Capricorn, only once in 18, 19 years. So before you move to Aquarius, to his other sign in January 17, he will make sure then we did our homework. And if we didn't, he will make sure he will force us to do it, okay? So if anything you've been procrastinated, anything you've been put on hold and thinking things will fix by themselves while they're waiting for your transformation, make sure you will look into it. You know what I'm talking about. Now, Rahu, remember Rahu, it's in areas from April 22 to April 23rd. And Rahu will be activated during the solar eclipse on October 25th. So we will need to prepare and make sure you will make your schedule available. Do not make yourself busy from October 22nd to October 27th, if you will ask me. Try, but especially October 23rd, 24th, 25th. Pivot days to take care of your health, take care of your emotional, to study, to really stay low profile, like a really good kids in front of creation. Okay, very, very important. Now, Ketu, as I mentioned, it's in Libra. Same thing with Rahu. It's in Libra from April until October 2023. And Ketu will be now together with the triangle of it's going to be Venus, it's Sun going there right now, and later Mercury going to join them. It's going to be busy time for Libra. You Libras, it's going to be very important karmic period of time, which will determine your 18 to 19 years to come. So just for you to know, Libras and definitely Aries, very, very important. Now with Jupiter, as I mentioned, and by the way, Jupiter retrogrades until November 23rd. Okay, so just put in your calendar, guys. Very, very important. And what else we have? I think that's all what I'm going to tell you for inner and outer planets. And let me see what's happening with the moon for this upcoming week, which is extremely important. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so let's move to Shabbat. What's happened with our moon? Our moon, by the way, for the next few days, Saturday and Sunday, 2.5 days. Remember, moon change sign every 2.5 days. So if you have anything in Gemini, moon actually will have a good time this time in Gemini, and it's going to be on Shabbat. It's going to be, she has no opposition, which is great. And she's going to be in the first house for Canadian sky. And it's really beautiful. So this Shabbat and this Saturday, Sunday, and even Monday, we will have a lot of desire to study. Now, what's interesting, this coming Sunday, moon will be not just in Gemini, she's going to be in exact degree with Sirius. And it's one of the most spiritual giants, is the second sun in the solar system. And a lot of righteous souls still there. There's a big school of thoughts in Cyrus. It's really important giant planet for the redemption. So this coming Sunday, when we're gonna exit from Shabbat and entering at night to Shmini Atzeret, to Simchat Torah, the celebration of the Torah, guess what? I don't know, my heart just right now pump. I realized a couple of things. Guys, it's such a huge help for us to go very deep and to understand the spirituality and the energy of Torah, because Cyrus connect to the energy of Torah. A lot of righteous souls came from, so it's going to be really, really powerful. Then we have October 17, moon slowly moving to Cancerian. For Cancers, guys, it's going to be very powerful, but at the same time, moon will be affected by Mars. So just keep in mind, and because it's going to be holiday, so we're going to celebrate. So just especially for the water sign, just really, guys, pay attention, because the moon will be in a position with Pluto and Saturn. and she will feel conflicted. She at the same time she will feel wants to help anyone, serve people and everything, but can be sensitive with the anything what people can say sometimes. So just pay attention to that. Next one, we have October 18, moon still in Cancer, and it's touching start of Ceres. um it's great, a great time for moon. It's in her own house. We just need to know how to use this overwhelming energy of sharing and love to know what is the sharing and what is the giving, right? So it's really important for this type of moon. Now we do have moon moving to, even though she's still in the house of Cancer, actually in a fixed direct sky, she will be touching Leo already on October 19th. So for you Leos, you know, moon, what interesting about every time when moon go into Leos, moon represent on a physical level heart as well, like Leos. Now Leo represent outside the form of the heart, and Cancer represent the inside, the smushy part of the heart, you understand? So moon, even though Leo is the fire sign, moon in a way loves to be in Leo because the combination of the noble of giving and sharing, to use the kindness of the moon. If you know how to use this energy, it's really, really great. So it's October 19th. So moon gonna stay in Leos until October 21st. Already on October 22nd, she's moving to Libra. And what's really interesting, she's going to feel a lot of power on October 22nd in Virgo. And it's going to be good for Virgos. You, by the way, Virgos, really remember October 22nd, 23rd, while Moon's going to be in Virgo, she's going to be passing by Mercury. It's going to be a really amazing time to put things in writing, to organize your things, to even plan how you're gonna build your year to come. Just if you never really put your thoughts in writing, for anyone I recommend on October 22nd, 23rd, and 24th to put things in writing. How do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself next year? What is your goals? How you really want to achieve? How you see yourself taken to the next level. Really, really good. It's going to be a good time for that. So we have October 23rd. We have moon still in Libra. I mean, sorry, in Virgo. And remember, you see, we have Saturn in the 0 degree his stop, and he's going to be stationary from night 22nd, the whole 23rd, and partially 24th. It's not easy day. It's not supposed to be easy. It's the day of exams. When you go into your final exams to get your diploma from university, you're a little bit shaky. Even though you prepare yourself in everything, you want to make sure you're good kids. You like us. So make sure you control your thoughts, you understand your thoughts, because at the same time, Jupiter going to send us a lot of support. So we need to use this opportunity. We need to use the Jupiter, okay? So it's really important. And then we're going to October 24th. And October 24th, moon moving to Libra, and then she's gonna join Sun, and you know, before eclipse, she's joined the slowly. She's joined the Sun and Venus, and she's gonna prepare to help Sun going through this eclipse. And then on 25th, I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna make a completely separate video. But look what's happened with Mercury. Mercury start to transit already in 29 degree, even though he's still touching Virgo. You see, Virgo, it's one of the biggest, larger constellation of the zodiac system. So we always need to ask a question, what Western astrology exactly thinking by calling half of the Libra, it's still Virgo? You understand, guys? The whole thing about fixed signs, direct, why ancients never use Western astrology as a really accurate astrology. It's very limited because when you deal with sidereal system, when you deal with direct sky, you can directly understand what's happened energetically, okay? So even though Sun and Venus move to house of Libra. It's still touching Virgo, so it's still in the energy of Virgo until the solar eclipse. Okay, so I wish all of us guys many blessings. I will make a separate video on solar eclipse, and I will post my Saturn video again just to refresh your memory. Okay, I wish you, to those of you who celebrate holidays, Chag Sameach, Arbe Brachot, many blessings. I wish you guys, all of us, to get exactly blessings what Creator prepared for us, and to have a blessed year to come. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.